wow, mamma mia, they loved their lunch. Buonissimo, all of that pasta. And then tiramisu, affogato. These are the types of people we need at Passagiatos. The way they put away your food. I stare at their bellies till scales form on my eyes. I cannot see where it goes. You've made them pregnant with your food. They will slowly grow, a fetus of pleasure for their love of what we've made here at Passagiatos.
Careful. People will think you believe in male pregnancy.
I'm watching my guests enjoy themselves.
You watch with the wish that they will multiply, that their business will grow. Food doesn't work like that. Semen in the mouth comes out as reflux or out as shit. Your diners stay at the trough as long as they think all the other men want to be at the trough.
Your wisdom doesn't help anyone, least of all our business. Say something more appropriate.
Does that mean Italian? La dolce vita?
Welcome to Passagiatos, my hotel and restaurant. I'm proud of what we've made here. I knew its potential to be an oasis from the start. This building, it's in my likeness. Old, mysterious, full of secrets, a past to be discovered, so of tentacles. Willkommen. It's a pleasure to host you.
Thank you for this meal. My compliment to the chef. It was wonderful. Though perhaps next time I'd prefer to dine indoors in a private room. Are you the head chef? It was an interesting meal. Do you know the sensation of wondering if opening your mouth at a restaurant so close to the street means you're absorbing insane amounts of pollen and carbon monoxide? That The dirt of the city will shovel in at the same time as a humble strozzapreti. I was eating my pasta alone. I had a lot of time to think about what I was putting into my body. I watched a couple at the lunch service. He and she were sharing a chinotto from the same glass. Though he said he didn't care much for sweet things, he was like a Germanic Bob Fosse. She, a perfect Brunhilde, robust, full-voiced. They're on a date, working on their relationship. They shared a glass, a pipeline between them, lip to glass to lip. Such perfect intimacy. She cries out that she loves her strozzapreti because she hates dry foods. I found it too wet, unusual. There was shredded lettuce woven through with noodles, very unusual, and little orange berries, cherry tomatoes, too a little underripe. The idea of using pasta water taken to another level. It swam in salty, starchy broth. The meal was serviceable at best. They spoke about inflation, not the bad kind, where you fill someone up with a hose full of liquid and plug them up. The community kind, where other restaurants closer to the city have agreed to raise their prices or even smaller bowls of pasta, less delicious ones.
Strozzapreti is a simple food.
And one pays for the experience. Maybe they don't understand that. Maybe that's why they need to work on their relationship, sharing a drink that they don't equally want. They question the correct utensil to eat strozzapreti with. What's tradition? With a fork? Or a spoon? And then they looked over at me like I might show them which utensil was best. I thought, I should go at it with my fingers, just to really prove something. I suppose they knew who I was. I suppose they knew I was listening. Cut. Okay, so now we move on to the next scene. Here we go. Okay? Get onto the chair. We're going into this room. Looks good, Lara. Okay, rolling. 3, 2, 1.
My mother wasn't just a groupie. She was a rock star too. Many people love her. They think they know her. I don't really know how she sees herself now. With her hair, her body, her eyes, she set the basis for how people engaged with her. Do we control the way people treat us? People see me in relation to her. I play music, but I just play for fun. My parents named me for the Trojan cupbearer to the gods, Ganymede, a shepherd stolen from the field to be at the hands of Zeus. All their friends are also musicians, the types of rock stars that come to have children, all of us growing up in houses filled with bric-a-brac bought with royalty checks. Their generation was decidedly bohemian. Musicians were supposed to be free, hedonistic, rebellious, in a way that people tie with youth. Tragedy. My brother was beautiful, evaporated in a shred of burning metal, a plane burning up. I remember being with our mother when we heard his plane had made an emergency landing. She was afraid. Bertie, my brother, already a fashion muse with long limbs and ropey muscles, loving snakes and salamanders like father had encouraged his reptilian curiosity. Her beautiful boy. In her possible anguish, I sit with her. We imagined him here, He is grilling and marinating a huge piece of salmon. The charcoal barbecue is already choking. You think the skin will stick to the barbecue, and it does. The fat releases a strange amount of smoke, acrid rendered anguish. Her maybe late son. She makes food she doesn't eat. It is for our friends. Give me another name. Her substitution. Music tears us apart as grief becomes public. I was rock royalty. Nepotism. Give me another name, another life, still his child. My father grew a beard, and people still want to fuck him. They want to fuck him for what he is on stage. And I understand that. I shave. My mother mostly rocks in the studio now, but I admire her more. The back wall to her studio in the house we grew up in is a shared wall, and there's a new neighbor. The neighbor who'd watch is now hounding her. They tell her to shut the fuck up. They call the cops as she makes music. We make music together. Express yourself, says my mother. But noise threats. Territorialization. How do you know when you're still not right, reserved right to make noise, to rock, to freedom? She calls me then, mad at the neighbor. Her world shrunk to this. Ganymede is also the rocky satellite of Jupiter, which burns so brightly Galileo discovered it.
Only at dinner, I realize my pants are still on the tighter button of the waistband. I've arranged to meet my agent here. I don't know what he wants from me now. We order white wine. It's expensive. I order the bottle of white wine, which arrives in a plastic
Bag filled with ice.
I will persist drinking it. My agent is young and handsome, too young to be trusted. He's new with the bureau. He alludes to his younger wife, talks about my career in ways that are flattering and annoying. We have nothing to talk about with my work because I refuse to. Now I am poison. He's a fan of my past. I can tell he wants to fuck me. I would never give him the satisfaction. Freedom, management, freedom. Who do I do it for? Now? Anywhere? Liberty of movement and emancipation space for myself. I wish I could take even 10 pounds off my torso in the blink of an eye. I would be so much happier with my body. My agent does something insane and gets risotto with sauerkraut, telling me the texture rocks. I order piccata milanese, an Italian schnitzel, so uncommitted to transforming my body. Everything I can do to be desirable exists in the past, and everything now is temporary, including my future. I smoke 2 of his cigarettes and we have a Negroni together. Negroni Spagliato. We shut down the establishment, prolonging the possibility that we'll evolve into something else. They play Depeche Mode as they clean up the bar, and I feel Camera's okay? Yeah. Sound is okay? Cool. And 3, 2, 1.
Buongiorno. Buongiorno. But not with an espresso. A jug of coffee instead. The jug bearer, Mocha Aquarius. Wake me up! Wake me up! Wake me up! And there it was, pouring over me like I was an eternal fountain. The Milchkaffee of insanity. Frühstück, chunky prosciutto, thick slabs of ham on thin dark bread, butter packets in paper foil, mismatched schmargs for different drinks, overboiled eggs, charming style, our overlap in confiture. Someone's wichtigste Mahlzeit des Tages.
I couldn't bear to run the breakfast service. Breakfast is the foundation, and people still expect tradition with the foundation. I'm not the cupbearer of coffee.
Our guest is up before the alarm. Certainly not pregnant, thankfully not hungover. Thank God for that first good bottle. It lined the stomach somehow. Have a few sips of a Milchkaffee and spit it out. A deeply unremarkable slice of bread, leave the other untouched. Soft cheese, raw ham, salami. Everything is too easy to access, totally abstracted from its origin. I wish they would take the Laugencroissant. People hate this breakfast room. I don't like it either. I would take a pot of Darjeeling first flush and drink that instead, not this café. I dream again of Italian breakfast, autentico, cornetti, espresso, harsh dry toast and apricot conserve. Espresso, tarts, fruits. Yet, how far can we change ourselves?
Passageway, pathway, like a tower of anal training, you know, something always closing and needing to open it up again.
It's lunchtime. Again. And I'm back. Will any meal be different?
The ending, the opening, like wishing for Bronsky beats as closure, but inverted? Any change? No lunch today for me, thanks. I'm on a water fast.
Did you rest well last night? If you're looking for a recommendation, I love the grilled cheese with roast beef. Maybe you'd like that?
No.
I'll have the grilled cheese alla bracciola.
I just want sparkling water, I think.
Ich trinke Wasser mit Kohlensäure und einer halben Zitrone. Would you like to try? It's delicious.
I'm outside again and there is a lot of dust. I'm not so hungry. I feel conscious of money. Maybe I should drink the owner's water. I could drink it before she does. To share a drink this way is like kissing. What does she want from me? This restaurant is unremarkable, but I think it serves those who come here. I know that I will always move towards power, so I will drink her water or even buy this sandwich, even though power has never been at my side. I'm never unpleasant anymore, but people remember my outbursts, fights. What do I actually resist?
Give me back the glass and I'll drink from it. It's then like we share a kiss, and then a cup holder. My first kiss came from a waiter, drunk. And then people telling me we should go biking together, strenuous activities, so our bodies are hurtling through space the same way until I pass the threshold of vulnerability. I only want people to enjoy themselves, now, just now. And then we can have a future. I will tell my friends about how I hosted you and how we shared a glass. All our place of authority.
I find a dirty school bag on the street. Straps darkened with sweat and hand grease. It's a sign. Something to carry that the youth have abandoned. When I leave, I'll listen to music. Porter's Head on Walkman, fish and chips in newspaper, potato scallop doused in chicken salt, good hot food while walking on a hot day. Here. I'll imagine I depart with the dignity of a flight attendant picking up garbage. People don't know, but I can sleep anywhere without anything, and that's the best way to preserve your internal standard low while exercising bourgeois taste.
Before you leave, it's my night off. I'd be glad to take you out for dinner.
Where do you want to go?
Somewhere I believe in.
Oh.
It's very casual, characteristic. A canteen. It seems like a lunch place, but it's so good. The flank steak is out of this world.
If you're inviting me, I'll be glad. It is out of this world. What basis do we speak on? I know Ganymede's parents. I just never had children. I drifted out of their lives. Ganymede's half-shaved, in such a boyish way, forgetting the planes of a face, treating it as flat. Eyes locked in a mirror, profile free chest to play. Ganymede's friends come from the kitchen to speak and sit with us, confide in me. They're with us. I'm like their bro or their mother. Their cooking clogs and smoke from the grill, smokes in their hands, liberated from dagger swirl ice cream Yeezy knit hat in a maudlin green jogger with screen-printed black patches over it. I barely smell the drugs they take. Hyper-competitive, affectionate, so toxicity and the fragility of their bodies are indistinct, störend. I imagine the canteen falling away, and us alone. They'd reveal their secretive sexuality. I'd call myself impressed by their slow discovery of each other. They were almost like virgins. Virginity is more precious in surprising bodies.
It's strange to say, you remind me of my brother.
It's not so strange.
Did you find your stay with us authentic?
Yes. It evoked Italy, or someone's memory of it.
I stay here for the people, for my team. They make it worthwhile.
It's not about the customer you're feeding?
It's hard to explain, but it's like there's this dance that I'm waiting for. And when the music plays for it, something suitable, I'll do the dance and feel like I can go home.
Ganymede's meat provider is a wonderful person. He has a few hoodies that he cycles through. One has a star across the chest. I learn it's 5-pointed and red. And Ganymede never thought it seemed ideological, communist. It's just a star. A pair of pants with a pale herringbone. A hoodie which reads old school. A shirt of indeterminate color in a flag fabric, but that is light and looks like a holiday. The meat man comes in a bicycle and fits his children in the cargo as well. A whole rib cage of a cow there, ready for Ganymede to use. Ganymede doesn't have children, but wonders about it sometimes, whenever masturbating in the morning. Selbstvergnügungsritual. Classic trope. What do you think about Ganymede? Maybe an older brother who works in porn, so you discover him online to lose his virginity with his brother's colleague, having an extravagantly huge dick, especially for his age. My brother laughing that it's hereditary. Dad's too. And isn't that a future to look forward to? Something to pass on? What do you do with that information? Hope the best for the children?